Yeah, you.
Continue conversation. Oh, hang on. I need to leave the call and come back. My face isn't in the cool Discord thing. Goodbye. Hello. I'm back. And it worked.
Who's this guy?
Me.
Where'd he come from?
It's me.
Does anybody know who this is?
Who's this man?
You know what scared the shit out of me earlier?
What's that?
I was in the drive-thru at KFC and I got a text from my boss.
Oh boy.
And I was like, and then
That's never fun.
And then he said, "Hey, thanks for your help today. Have a good weekend." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Can confirm. Texts from boss, not fun.
especially when I like got yelled at a tiny bit on Thursday, and then we never addressed what that conversation was about again. And then suddenly I get a text off the clock, and I was kind of like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah. Yeah, my boss doesn't usually text. She usually like emails. So like if she's texting, it's like, oh fuck, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Well, the lobby's gonna go live now. Alright, it's open.
Hello.
What do I want to play?
It's set up for buddies only, so it'll just be us three.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
The name of the lobby is KFC drive-through phone calls from your boss.
I like it.
We're gonna play this first, I think.
Dude, I seriously had like a minor panic sitting there, and then realized he was just like, "Oh, hey, thanks." And I was like, okay, I'm not getting fired. Like,
I don't think they would fire you.
I don't
Like I don't know how much trouble you got in, but I don't think they'd fire you over something
There
like
was some advisor who was like having a little bit of trouble, and I got assigned to work on the case, and I forgot to email him for like a whole week, and he lost his shit and was like, "I don't ever want to hear from this guy again. Someone else needs to get assigned to this." And my boss was like, "Here's the deal. You still actually know how to solve the thing, so you're going to keep working it, and I'm going to handle the emails." And I was like, "Okay." And then we had to have a talking about my lack of follow-up, which isn't great, but then while he was like reprimanding me on that, I solved some other problem he had, so he just kind of dropped it. So like, there was that. But yeah, that was the thing. He kind of like trailed off in the middle of the conversation to go do something, so I never heard like what the resolution was on him being annoyed with me. Turns out the resolution was, "Don't do it again," but we're not going to talk about it. So,
Lol.
yeah, that's nice.
You know, I actually hate those situations. Like,
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Can't wait for it to come up again. And
The next time I forget to email someone, we're going to talk about it. Like, we're going to forget about it until it comes up again, and then it's going to be, I get yelled at for both of them at the same time. So I just got to never forget to send an email again for the rest of my career.
That's what it sounds like.
Sounds like a super achievable goal. Shut up, phone. I like how I'm live for several minutes, and then my phone's like, "Hey, did you know you're live?" I'm like, "Yeah, thanks for that."
You're right. I'm playing my group hug deck tonight.
cool.
Group hug's fun.
I should say right now, at least. It looks like we're all off to a very aggressive start of play a land past turn.
Basic land, nonetheless.
One day I will finish working on my group bug deck. But it is not this day.
That's all good, though. Oh. I'm excited that it's the weekend, though.
Oh yeah.
That means a lot for a lot of normal people, but I work all weekend, so it means nothing for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Man, that's beat.
What time do you work tomorrow?
11 a.m.
But you're close to work now, yeah?
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes away, so.
Okay, so you're not doing some giant mess of a ride in from God knows where. That's better.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Hey, you're welcome.
Woo!
Neat.
I will take it.
And I'm glad. You draw an extra card because I told you to. Is this control? Because I just controlled your draw and made you do an extra one? That's
Were you here 2 weeks ago when I played this deck?
me. No, not a chance.
Okay.
But
This is the deck that I had 6 lands turn 2.
it's gross.
It It was cool, is what
But,
it was.
my coworker, who I've talked about previously about how I've been teaching him the game and stuff, he's starting to learn like the slang, and he's starting to learn like the guild names and things like that. And so he thought anytime you were just kind of being a jerk and not letting your opponents do things was control. And I was like, well, you got the spirit, but not quite.
Yeah, I mean, it's control, but it also gets broken down into like control stacks, hate bears, that kind of thing.
Control was one of the archetypes that took me the longest time to like truly get what it means. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, control is just getting in the way. It's like, well, I mean, it can be.
Yeah, and for that reason, like he doesn't really like the blue in the color pie yet. And I explained like kind of what everything is in the color pie to him. And I was like, it's okay that you like every color but blue. Because in a year from now, when you're a lot better at the game, blue will be your favorite color. Or it'll still be green.
Nothing wrong with green, though.
Hot take, ramp and draw should not be exclusively color pie specific.
And I think Wizards has actually done a pretty good job to try and make sure it's not.
They're working.
The last 2 years or so in sets.
Yeah.
I'll say that green is the best at it, and it's not close. Yes, I'm saying that green has better card draw than blue.
Well, okay, so it has better card draw for what green already does.
Yeah, well, like
I would say blue has more options for card draw.
In 60 card constructed formats, blue has better card draw. Green has better card draw in Commander.
Green has really nice passive card draw, where it just like doesn't actively try to draw cards, but through consequence of like triggered abilities draws anyway. Blue kind of has to hunt it down, but has the option to build on it. But green is more competent than you would think it is, given that, you know, cards in hand is supposed to be like a representation of like intellect, and blue is supposed to be the smart guy color. And green is supposed to be like smash color, and yet smash color also have lot card. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice because green can use the options. Honestly, card draw in green is great because how hard it ramps, and then being able to just keep the hand full by drawing more stuff is a really nice combination of abilities.
Then should I be worried about what Pat's doing?
I mean, you're playing Group Hug. He's probably going to point it at me first.
I mean, I don't have Fireball mana yet.
Oh, this is your Elf Ball deck. I have seen you play this. I just haven't seen... Oh, shit! Son of a bitch!
What?
Whoops. Sack Mr. Crew Tribe Elder.
I'm confused.
Rip. No, he meant to do that at my end stuff.
Yeah, so I'd have the land untapped.
That's fair.
You could have just saved it for another roll around the table.
Right, I got a plan. You'll like this, Pat.
Woo! Land ramp!
I'm over here like, can I ramp faster than Pat?
Green color.
The answer is probably no. To be honest.
I'm gonna try.
I mean, right now he's got more lands on board than you.
For now.
Gonna have to discard more stuff.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm trying to keep your fists full. Don't get upset with me.
Oh, you're good. I just don't remember how much no max hand size stuff I have in this deck. And a lot of the stuff that I have in here is high cost, so it's going to start kind of piling up.
Some more cards because I told you to. See, it's control. See, like I just
Control.
Yeah. But it's been fun. My coworkers learning the names of the guilds and the 3-color pairs and everything. And he raised a really good question that I thought should have a better answer. Why, of all the Ravnica guilds, is only one of them named after the guild master?
Is that true?
Rakdos.
I mean,
The only one.
Azorius is named after the founder, Azor.
Well, yeah, Azor the Lawbringer. Yeah, that's fair.
I need to look into the other ones a little bit more. Izzet and Niv Mizzet.
That's a stretch. Not a big stretch, but it's a stretch.
It's half the name. Ish. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it is a good. Like, there's only one that's just blatantly, it's Rakdos, he's Rakdos, done. Azorius and Azor, I mean, it's derived from the name, but it's not just called Azor. And then, yeah. So that's the only one that's like just a blatantly straight up the name of the champion or the founder or whatever. I think it's also the only one where the original, like Lord of the Guild that kind of created the guild is still alive. All the other ones are either like not presently alive or have left and come back, or like there have been issues with it.
Some of the Dimir ones are allegedly dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Rakdos is probably the only one other than it, but technically Niv Mizzet died and came back, so
Yeah,
and now he's the living guild pact.
Mm-hmm.
And now Ral Zarek is the head of that guild. Trying to think. Is he though? So Golgari is dead. The original founder. Zadok is dead, allegedly, because Zadok is a vampire. So that kind of answers that one. Zadok founded Dimir, to answer Pat. Azor is officially dead because he gave up his spark to create the immortal sun, and then died on Ixalan, right?
I don't remember if he's dead, to be completely honest, but I know he's stuck, if nothing else. Like, he's not getting back from Ixalan because he gave up his spark to make the immortal sun.
Yeah.
So, dead or just regular Sphinx now. He's not leaving.
Yeah.
The story's fun. The last time I actually, like, properly followed it, though, was, like, while I was working at the mall.
Yeah, War of the Spark is kind of where I stopped.
Well, they, like, switched it, so it wasn't just like, oh, it's go to the website and download it. It was like, you have to buy an ebook, and I was like, nope, no more story, I guess. Like,
I actually bought the ebook for War of the Spark, and War of the Spark ebook wasn't bad, but the one that came after it was bad.
See, I just don't care enough about it to buy the damn book. Like, it was fun to, like, read when I was bored with stuff, but, like, I already spent a bunch of money on the game. I'm not spending more money on a storybook. Like, sorry, but no.
Hey, Pat,
Yeah, what up?
did you notice that my elves get +1/+1 and have Forest Walk?
Seems like they might need to go away.
Well, one's my commander, so good luck with that.
Tom, I request permission to bonk.
Yeah, you can
I
bonk.
don't think he has a choice.
I mean, he could elect to take it personally, and I'm asking that he try not to do that.
So, fun fact: the only person that Forest Walk doesn't affect is Evan.
Huh. Ain't that nifty.
Whoops.
So there's that. Doesn't make him forests, which is good for me, I guess. Then it's 3. Then I'll pass turn. It's one of the couple times that not running green is been like a benefit instead of just being like, everyone ramps faster than me and I get nothing. Yay.
Yeah, right?
Now I'm also very slightly protected behind my one creature. Should I be afraid? You have an enchantment that's going to make one of my lands a forest? That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Alright, hold up. I need to think about this for a sec, because I might be able to finesse this a little.
Oh, take your time.
Alright, but how would you like to do that for free at your upkeep?
Boy, you gonna let me put a permanent down?
I have Braids in hand. I was probably gonna cast it. Because, like, I can. That's a lot of mana, Jesus. Excellent.
Are we getting
Okay.
fireballed in a turn?
So if I do this.
Ugh. What?
If I do that,
Can I ask why that
One red
happened?
mana.
cast
Because he has Nyx Bloom Ancient out and Priest of Titania taps
Three
for...
times that much.
tap, put that out.
Mana Reflection, Hot Diggity.
Tap that.
6 times as much, jeez.
It seems like a grounded... What's Marius' catchphrase? It's a fair and balanced game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems it.
Hold up. What the fuck?
Magic as Richard Garfield intended it. Fair and balanced. So let me just go find that mana burn creature. You ninny. Be a lot of mana though.
Oh, look at that! I can play lands this turn.
That seems reasonable.
Anybody
Oh,
else confused?
I gotta ask, are you casting something with that, or are you just having fun?
oh yeah, I have stuff to cast. I'm just
Okay. You seem very amused with yourself over it. I
Getting
wasn't
the
sure if it
mana
was
out.
just you fooling around because it was funny to watch numbers go up.
I mean, yes.
Haha, mana go burr.
Mana go burr. Wait a minute. They're both legendary creature Rada. Oh, was she here twice?
Cousins.
Clearly.
Everything is fine.
3 fucking Lana War Elves. I don't know if everything is fine, bud.
I'm just gonna do this because I can. She can't even attack this turn.
It's just a flex, man.
Hard flex.
I gotta be honest, Pat. Not that I can do anything about it, but you're kind of freaking me out right now.
Yeah. I have kind of a cool counter to what Pat's doing.
Hey. Stop it.
Counter is a very, very loose term.
What's up, Goose?
And you have no need to panic.
Very, very, very.
Why
Did you
can
want
I
to dust
see
it?
the top card of
Dust must be
my
a third of a
deck?
cup.
Oh,
Dust takes up physical space.
that's why I can see the top card of my deck. Got it.
One of your Radas allows you to see the top card of
Yep.
your deck.
Sorry about that. Leanne's making Jello and had a question about Jello type stuff.
Checks out.
But yeah, this is what this deck does. It just ramps super hard.
The scary thing is it actually has the ability to take advantage of the mana that it produces.
On occasion,
Like-
if I have a fireball spell.
It would be funny if all it did was just spit out huge amounts of mana and then literally have nothing to do with it. Ooh, what are we quoting?
it may or may not happen.
Are you
quite
copying
often.
his Nyx Bloom? That'd be funny.
Yeah, I was gonna copy his Nyx Bloom Ancient.
It's probably a good call.
Somehow.
So now I have a Nyx Bloom Ancient that's bigger. I need to get Evan back in this game, so here you are, friendo.
What are you doing?
I have one creature. It's pretty much competitive.
No,
What?
now you have more, Evan. Now you can catch up.
I don't draw before braids, do I?
Correct.
You do. No, you don't.
Big sad.
Kind of cast all your stuff.
Me? No.
No. Pat, sounds like he kind of spent all of his cool stuff. So now he's going to get a Braids trigger and not really net anything from it.
This creates a predicament.
What's going on?
I can't cast my fireballs.
Why's that?
Look at you playing dumb.
Oh, because of Perplexing Chimera? Yeah, you're right.
What is that? Oh, in a graveyard. Okay. Boy, you better not be getting rid of my Nick Blue.
Oh, but you know I am.
Come on! Come on! I swear to God, every time I cast you,
You had to know it was coming.
That's on theme. To be fair, you didn't actually net like a whole turn of value out of it, which was better than I've seen it do sometimes.
You also still have Mana Reflections. And I gave you Braids.
you already knew I had no permanents in hand by my reaction to you casting it.
I told you not to cast your permanents.
Okay, I need you guys to be really honest with me. Am I casting the thing that's more protective or more annoying? Or playing with Braids, I guess. I have two big spells in hand that I'm probably never going to cast.
Don't remove my shit, please.
Yeah, no, Pat, I'm not removing any more of your shit.
I'll start with this.
Also, Evan, this angel is nasty.
Isn't she mean?
Pretty cool, though.
Yeah, she's got the cool,
Man, you
like...
suck. I can't even get that back from the grave.
Oh, sorry.
And
It has never made an entire turn rotation. A single game.
I don't know if you know this, Pat, but Nyx Bloom Ancient is really fucking good.
So here's the deal. I'm doing that thing where now I bonk Pat.
You could probably bonk me if you wanted to, though.
I'm trying to take turns, because I also don't want to start racking up too much commander damage on one player, because that both makes me a threat to them, and it's also
Hey,
kind of
Evan,
mean.
let me just say this now. It's not going to matter if you bonk Tom.
It's up to you guys.
Why would it not matter, Pat? Am I in danger?
It sounded like a threat, I'm not going to lie.
That sounded an awful lot like a threat.
I guess I'll go ahead and take advantage of the fact that it won't matter. Sorry, bud.
Oh boy.
This is funny. Pat's gonna love this.
Am I, though?
You're gonna think it's funny in sort of a... I don't...
Evan, I can exchange control of David's Plexing Chimera and get his exclamation.
I was actually gonna take his next Bloom Ancient just to make him have to kill it. Sorry, Pat, but it seems funny.
I'm gonna let you take it.
So it says for each opponent, I have to borrow one thing. So there we go. There's my ones.
There are only creatures in our graveyards.
Yeah.
Now Evan has an Nyx Bloom Ancient. Don't worry, it's casual.
Pat, for what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Pat.
Uh-huh.
I did it for the memes.
Yeah, okay. This will be for the memes. Don't worry about it.
long as you say it's for the memes, then it isn't salt, then we're fine.
So I'm just like looking at my hand and realizing now that I have triple mana, I can cast like a buttload of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
nutty.
it's funny what triple mana does for you.
Yeah, I would agree with that sentiment.
It would be nice if the person who fucking casted had it.
Oof.
Dick.
Sorry, bud.
I shit you not. The last time I played it too, it got promptly killed and stolen.
It's because it's both threatening and delicious.
Oh dear, really?
Yeah, 5% left, Nate. He'll be alright now.
That's rough. Sports ball things.
Was that a Josh?
Yeah,
Tell him I said hi next time you see him.
can do.
Okay, this time because I did bonk Tom, I'm gonna borrow 2 life pet. Then
Borrow, he says, as if we ever had, any say in the matter.
it's, I'm sure he'll take it back eventually.
Be cool if I had a permanent in my hand.
Oh, that's brutal, bud. I said I was gonna cast Braids though, so
That is true, actually. He kind of called it out pretty early. I think he said something, like he was kind of hinting that he was going to go after you, and you were like, you could get to play stuff for free next turn, and then announced the card, so I guess.
No. Pat was like tapping down a bunch of mana, and I was like, how would you like to do that for free
Right,
the
yeah,
next turn?
that's it. All joking aside, Nyxblood Ancient is a freaking neat card.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Actually, so I really liked the art when I first saw it, but upon closer examination, I actually kind of hate the art.
I was never too crazy about it, but I don't have any problem with it. Like, it's not one of my favorite cards, but at the same time, I mean, when there's how many tens of thousands of cards, not all of them can be one of my favorites. It's not bad. I'd be interested to see what other stuff that artist has done, see if this is kind of like the way he does a lot of his art, or if this is kind of a one-off like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you gianting your commander?
It looks like he's just gonna fireball me with Rada.
Yeah. Is this for the memes?
Yes.
What is Forest Walk so it can kill me in one hit? I mean that checks out. Do you want to declare blockers? Kind of can't. So yikes. All right. GG.
Am I about to get fireballed for the rest to see if we can just wrap shit up?
No, but I will take
Chaos
that back.
Warping the Nyxbloom Ancient. So he shuffles it into his library.
Thanks for bringing it back from the grave for me, buddy. Don't
actually,
counter it, please.
actually, that's exactly what I'm doing. I kind of need it next turn.
Ah! Nice!
I formulated a next turn sort of move that hinges on being able to get extra mana.
Or not.
See, now I have to play my mean card next turn, and that's no fun.
Oh, it's because he's an enchantment. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how the whom's the
Well, let's see what.
This is just a tilt
This
game for Pat. He was like, I really just wanted to play a fun, relaxing game, and y'all had to keep messing with my trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That turned into Lorax real fast.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you've officially made up for getting rid of Nyx Bloom. It's fine.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna pass priority for the turn because I don't think I have anything else to do anyway. So I'll just let you decide how many of those you want to pay for.
You can have them all. I don't give a fuck.
I think you're gonna have to say no for each of them.
I gotta figure out what the hell I drew. You know, it'd be really funny. You know how I just drew 22 cards? You want to see me do it again?
Do it, man.
Can I just say no to all?
Yes, you have to right click it though.
I don't think I can say no to all, but I can auto yield, which means it just pops up the no prompt.
So you can just kind of rapid click in that spot there.
Yep. I just need to make sure I don't skip through my second main phase by accident. Okay, so what shit did I get?
24 freaking
interesting.
cards. Now the question is, do you have no max hand size, or do you have to cast based?
Nope.
So you're gonna cast all
No,
of
I
them
do
like,
not.
now. Okay.
He'd have a really hard time casting all of it like right now though.
Well, he'll get some mana off of his priest.
It's all gonna be green.
It's true, he is gonna have a lot of green mana, but he's got the doubling the mana reflection out still, so he'll be able to get some stuff at least. There we go. I'm assuming you drew
there
at
we
least
go,
a
yeah.
land.
Just a few.
I would assume.
Be playing all my red lands, but that's just me. You're tapping an awful lot of mana there. Yeah, you might have a problem. This man was worried about his Nyx Bloom Ancient. You believe this? You believe this, Evan?
I mean, that's impressive. I'm having
Good
fun
news
watching
is-
it.
is we're probably going to wrap up this game right around when Ryan should be
Do it
ready
this
to
time.
go. Oh no! No! Oh, there we go. No! Okay.
So I gotta dig something up.
You're just gonna put it on top though, right?
Yeah. But that's
What else you
okay.
got? I almost want to like tune into the stream to see what's in your hand to recommend lines of play, but I'm not gonna do that.
I see more or less what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you're also pretty good at this game, so I don't
mean-
really think you need my advice.
You're welcome to pop in. I'm happy to show you what I got.
Nah, we'll be all right.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was waiting on me to resolve.
No, you're good.
My bad.
What do we have in here?
That's theory on how he's playing this deck. Command fire and he'll be warm for a few hours. Light a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Pat out here like I'm a benevolent player.
Listen, I was gonna take it easy.
And then I had to fuck with your exclamation.
Yup.
Fair.
I get it. I get it.
See, I'll give you some of your
I appreciate it.
thingies back.
Treasure?
Yeah, that thing.
May I have a treasure, Mr. Patrick?
Treasure.
Oh god. Okay,
Yeah,
if I make it
no,
to my
okay.
next turn, it's gonna be hilarious.
I'm holding you to that. Me and all of the viewers at home. We're gonna
I just
hold you
need
to
something that
fact.
lets me give haste. Then we're in business. And I think that's all I have. Discard to 7, huh?
Have fun with that.
Cool. Goodbye.
That 11
Goodbye,
cards.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That'll take a
goodbye.
hot minute.
Ugh. I'm like aggressively
Yeah.
studying my hand, trying to see if I've got any way of not getting smacked in the face for just an assload of damage in about one turn.
Okay, the 76ers just beat the Wizards 127 to 101, so Ryan should be free soon.
I'll grab my
Shit, I
texts.
still gotta get rid of 3 cards. Man, I like all these cards though.
It's not the worst.
Alright. Fine, that can go. That can go, I guess. And I'm gonna keep you for the memes. That can go.
So I've got my texts open just in case Ryguy does end up being free. So here's the play. Oh, I get mana. That's nice.
If you top deck, if you went and got the Cyclonic Rip, I might just
Nope.
Rage Scoop.
Oh, even better, River's Rebuke.
Hang on. I can literally end it this turn.
Oh, I
Wow.
know. Don't worry.
I had a really cool move lined up. That kind of sucks.
Sorry. Shit like that just tilts me.
I get that, but I
Yeah, but
literally was 10
At
seconds
least
out
you
from
would have been
winning
able
it
to end it.
with a really cool combo that I've never pulled off before, so thanks for that.
Sorry.
All right, who wants to do that again? I don't know. I'm laughing. I'm here for the memes.
Oh, you're
Evan,
good.
do you want to tell us what the combo was?
No,
Or
not really.
all right.
The card that I dug up was a tutor that was going to let me fetch the last piece to the top of my library and throw it down, which would have ended it. Literally, like I would have put him at a life total. Actually, sure. I've got a Sphinx that puts a target player's life total to 10. I was going to use the Enlightened Tutor I dug up to slap it to the top, flip it with Enet, set his life total to 10, and swing with 10 power in combat to end it. It was literally like that combat was it. But
Yep.
I've never used
pretty
that as a
cool.
game finisher before.
That's pretty heckin' cool.
Sorry. Just one-sided board wipes like that. Just
I recognize that. I try and save it for the conclusion of a game, though. You know, I usually don't just use them just for the sake of disrupting shit if I can avoid it.
oh. And when you were saying you had a combo, I had already clicked concede, so that was. If I'd held off a little bit, that would have tried to let you get it in, but.
That's fine.
Oh. That'll do.
Trying to figure out what I want to play. A lot of options that are a lot of fun, so I'm just like going over it. And I guess we're waiting on Ryguy anyway, so.
He still hasn't sent anything yet. I'll shoot him a message now just in case.
For the record, that was a good play. I just
No, you're good. I was sitting on it for a little bit. I was kind of looking at. So I also had Ingaruk's Wake in hand, and my original plan when I had Nyx Bloom was to blow the board then, and then I realized that when you kind of forced my hand by destroying the treasures, I could tutor out Enlightened Tutor, which would let me pull like an alternate win, and I had the River's Rebuke in my opening hand, was kind of looking for a time to throw it down.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Like looking at a deck of mine right now, just trying to figure out if there's something I want to do with it.
Alright, well I think I have like 4 decks that I'm thinking about playing, so I'm gonna leave it up to the RNG, you know?
Yeah.
I got my deck pick. I'm gonna try out one of my newer decks.
I did send Ryan a text, though he actually just answered saying he can get on now. Is he able to see the Atraxa voice chat?
That's
No, I honestly don't think so.
probably
We
not.
can hop into
Loud
what was
Magic.
No, on Evan's server we could hop into MTG.
Well, he should be able to see Loud Magic. He's in that one.
I don't think I have that one set up for the stream overlay, so that'll take me a few minutes to kind of dial that in.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Wait, why don't we
fine.
just hop into MTG on Evan's server?
I'm gonna put
Well-
you guys into the stream chat channel.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that I have the overlay set up for.
Where is that? Oh,
He has to add you to it.
I keep it just in case
Well,
people
there he
decide
goes.
they want to go do the thing. Hang on, I'm gonna go join that one. Yeah. I'm gonna go join that one right now. I'll see you guys over there.
Yep.
This,
Yeah, this one.
yeah. I was trying to ask if it was this one.
this one here. Let me find Rye Guy.
It's hidden until he adds you. So,
Purely because I don't want someone to inadvertently join when they don't. You know what I mean? Like, I figure if I'm just in a random game channel, anyone might just pop in because they're like, hey, what you guys up to? I'm bored. And I figured if it's on stream, I want to mitigate that. So, hidden channel just for stream stuff. All right. He says he's pulling it up now. He'll be on with us in just a moment. Other than that, how was everyone's week? You know, well, we're just kind of killing a few minutes.
All right, I'm gonna go get a drink and use the restroom while we're in this intermission.
Do it. I'm going to sit
Right back.
here and talk with Mr. Pat, I suppose.
So how goes it at work?
Oh, it's been good. It's been busy. I think I told you I kind of made my boss mad by not answering an email this week, and it's funny because like I was talking to him and he had the most exasperated look on his face because he was annoyed with me for not answering such a simple. It was like a case that was like a total nothing burger, and I didn't answer the guy for so long that he just got pissed at me about it. Which, I mean, understandable. But then while he was like trying to yell at me, I researched and solved another outstanding issue that he wasn't able to figure out. And just the look of like, I'm pissed at you, but can't yell at you right now. And his face was probably the highlight of the day. You know what I mean? Just that like I've done a thing that kind of gets me immunity from something I didn't do. I don't know. It's funny.
Being in the doghouse at work is no bueno.
It's no bueno, but at the same time, I don't know. It's bueno when you kind of have an out, I guess. So that's fine.
Really? I only run 2 islands in this thing? What the hell?
Gonna do that. There we
Who
go.
brewed this deck? Who brewed this? This wasn't me.
That is the question.
It was definitely me.
That was
but-
you? Yeah, that's fair. So I think I've been dragging my feet with it because it can get expensive, but I think I want to try and have a new deck put together for next week.
Cool. What you thinking?
I haven't decided yet. I would like to build something that's a little bit different from the colors I have now, because the decks that I have are blue-white, non-black, just the 4-color non-black thing. I've got Esper, I've got Grixis, I've got another Grixis. Like, I'm very heavily in like the blue, black, red with a little bit of white side of the color pie. I barely have any green. Like,
Yes.
I think I want to try and start dabbling with that side of the color pie a little bit more, but like, also that sounds like a pain because I'm gonna have to build with tools that I'm not as familiar with.
What are you pulling with?
I want to have a new deck built probably for next week, and I'm just kind of like struggling to decide who I want the commander to be / what colors I want to do. And I'm looking at the decks I have, and they kind of really heavily favor blue, with black and white kind of being secondary colors that I tend to get into a lot. So I have not a whole lot of red and like no green. So I kind of want to try and build in those colors, but I'm also... That sounds like a lot of work, because I'm going to have to familiarize myself with cards outside of my normal scope.
Building outside of your normal colors is very refreshing. I used to never, like, I refused to touch green because it was my least favorite flavor. Flavor?
No, honestly though, yep.
It's been a long day.
Oh, nothing wrong with it.
My least favorite color. But now look at me. I playing the Gruul decks half the time.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
Hey, gang.
Welcome to the chat, Mr. Rye Guy.
howdy.
Any of you guys Sixers fans?
Yeah, I watched
No.
most of the game. Or I watched the first half of the game. 127 to 101. I saw it.
Did you see the big news? Because I'm down bad right now, man.
Oh, Embiid's hyperextended knee.
That is best case scenario. Did you see the actual play?
I saw a photo, like the still photo of his knee, like it was hyperextended.
I'm scared, man.
But
It looks
emphasis
like
on
it-
hyper.
It looks like a torn ACL. I'm praying to God it's not.
But that's the thing, is like torn ACLs normally aren't from the knee bending in that direction. Torn ACLs happen when the knee goes left to right. His
But he-
went backwards.
He
So
was
it-
but it was like at an angle, and I'm just thinking from the fact that all 300 pounds of his upper body landed on his knee and it bent the other way. It may be. I'm praying it looks worse than it is, but I'm
Nervous. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there could be damage to, say, like his MCL or
That's better than the ACL. I'll take it. 4 to 6 weeks.
Sports.
yeah. I don't think it's a torn
yeah,
ACL.
Sorry,
I
can't
really
get all
don't think it's an
sportsy.
ACL.
I'm down bad.
Nah, you're good. Let us distract you with magic.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan.
Just to come in here, pick something dumb, go nuts. I am switching to my group hug deck for this particular round, so pick something that
And
will
I will try
benefit.
not to get tilted.
No, you're good, man. You're good. We had a game that was, it started kind of fun and then very quickly got explosive. And then I played a one-sided board wipe, and Pat's not a particularly big fan of those, so the game kind of ended with a
I
concede.
mean, the game was over, but just,
I had a combo I was gonna fire, and then he conceded before I did it, and I got annoyed, but that's fine. Like, it was literally gonna be done within like 30 seconds, so it's fine either way.
What is the vibe of this game? I'd be down bad on it.
I think the vibe of this game is have
I'm
fun
just
with
vibing
it.
with zombies, man.
I'm gonna be playing my group hug deck, so the vibe is find out if I
I'm
draw more
playing-
huggy cards or more malicious cards.
I'm playing green, white wolves.
Seems good.
'Cause I that's the deck I rolled.
Do it.
Tonight does not feel like a Neheb night, so let that be known.
Let me pop
Oh,
in here.
Tonight doesn't feel like a Neheb night, Mr. Mana Reflections, Nyx Bloom Ancient.
How much mana
I-
did you get off the one creature you tapped, Pat?
I got 15 off of it, but I didn't have a whole lot of elves out at the time.
So
Like, I only
Didn't
had,
even have the Mana Reflections out yet. That was
I only
just Nyx
had-
Bloom Ancient.
I think there was only 5 elves total out
yeah.
at the time.
So Ryan, he had Nyx Bloom Ancient out, which says whenever you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times that much.
Yeah.
And he had
Chris
mana
Fox.
reflections. It says whenever you tap a land for mana, you get double that much, which would ultimately be 6 times the amount of mana.
That's amazing.
It's absolutely something, is what it is.
Can't have shit in this game.
And then
Does anyone in here have an Atali deck?
Atali.
Talking about the red dino.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of my deck, but it's not the commander.
Yeah, I don't
or
have
any of them. I don't think.
I made a commander deck with that. If we end up playing another one, if everyone's okay with it, I'm gonna play that one.
Hey,
play
hold
it
up.
as long as this game doesn't end up taking like 2 hours.
I might swap to my dinos just for fun.
You know, I also have a dinos.
I don't.
Oh,
I'll play something regular. Oh, I have to mulligan also. I got 1 land. Ugh.
I will look at this. This is fun.
I got a 5-lander.
I would prefer
I
that.
should not have kept this. I have 2 6-drops and a 7-drop.
Oopsie.
Why did I keep this?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Ryan, you're playing Selesnya too.
yep.
Look at us, just dudes being dudes in the moment.
It's been a while.
I also named the room Ryan's down bad over Embiid P's potential injury.
I saw that. That's why I chuckled.
I think I'm funny.
Yeah, right. The last one was getting a phone call from your boss in the KFC drive-thru or something like that, because I was at the KFC drive-thru earlier and Troy texted me and I was like, because like he was yelling at me the other day about not getting something done, and he actually was like, "Thanks for working on that thing. See you Monday." And I was like, "Oh, thank God!" Like,
TTYL.
I thought I was getting like the, "Why don't you, while you're out, drop your laptop off at SEI?" Like,
Oh boy.
no, don't want that. Would like instead to get chicken and not think about work.
But after hearing what it was, I like it doesn't sound like it
Yes.
was a fireable type of situation.
By the way, this
I
is
don't
a swag
know.
deck.
The only reason it would be is because it's not the first time I sort of forgot to answer an email, and it's not the first time it's turned into a
Feel
conversation
free to
with
check
him.
that art out.
Oh, I have to. Hang on a second.
What'd you say?
Look at the artwork on that swamp.
Oh yeah, dude, that card looks immaculate in person.
Oh yeah.
I don't
I
doubt
love
it.
that in the non-foil package of it, they gave you a second swamp as the promo card.
I got it.
That's nice.
I love it. And it's actually a slightly different art. Which is
Oh,
weird.
the 2, yeah.
It's not, it's very subtle.
It's like the image is shifted slightly to the left.
No, because the tree is like a tad different.
So, Rye Guy,
Yo.
how was your week?
It was a long week, my man.
Yeah. We all talked about our weeks already a little bit, so you're kind of late to the show, so you're on the spot now.
Oh, well. You ever talk? Well, I guess I shouldn't say that on stream.
Talk to a particular advisor at work?
Yeah.
Probably.
And initials are. Yeah, whatever. Playing that game.
No, who's the initials? We'll see if I can guess it.
KH.
Kamala Harris.
Kellen Heller.
From it.
I don't know.
Kellen Heller.
Yeah, man, Kellen Heller.
Bruh.
It's my guess.
I have no idea. Probably, and I probably didn't enjoy it, which is why I don't remember.
Yeah. She was my longest call ever with 2 hours and 15 minutes. And
Oh, that is
I've-
brutal.
never had a short call with her. And this week she submitted 3 AIPs per account on 4 different accounts. And she only wanted 1 on each account.
Seems reasonable. Did we process them?
Yep.
Good.
Overdrafted. Each one was for $6,000, so we overdrafted 3 bank accounts by like 18.
So for the
$18
uninitiated, an AIP is when we ACH or like electronically draft money from a client's bank account. She wanted
uninitiated.
1 pull her client's account. Apparently she sent in like 3 or 4, so we kind of hit each account a whole bunch of times and racked up a bunch of overdraft fees for him because she sent it in multiple times because she's an idiot. And that here's the thing, that is more common than you would think it is.
Well,
Yep, sure
Unfortunately,
is.
she was told by someone at our company to do it that way. So
I am very sure she's not bullshitting us on that one.
nope, there's calls.
Okay.
there's
Not good, huh?
so now
I've
I
had
have to,
Yo, it's Mr. Monty, and he is agreeing in the chat. Yes, Monty.
Monty, my guy.
Oh my god, how's it going, man?
That's amazing timing. What's up, Monty?
Yeah, right.
I love that he tuned in for that part.
Sitting here complaining about like the one thing that comes up freaking all the time, and of course. Oh man, I haven't seen you in forever, man. We gotta, honestly, I don't know, Monty, if you play Magic online or if you're just kind of in arena and or paper, but we gotta get you to join us sometime for some of these games. It's been too long.
Funnily enough, Monty is the inspiration for my first ever commander deck. Well, second ever with Tristani.
Which you're running here. Yeah, this
Yeah.
deck, Monty, I don't think you've
favorite
seen
ever.
Ryan play in quite some time, but the deck that he has here, this Tristani deck, is a special breed of nasty.
It's brutal. Yeah.
It's one of those, like, looks kind of unassuming, and then just abruptly will start, like, lasering people to death when you're like, oh, wait, that's 250 life, and he just cast an Aetherflux Reservoir. Oops.
Yeah, Monty gave me like 100 free cards just out of nowhere one day, and Tristani was in there. I was like, oh, that's a legendary card. That's my commander.
Yeah, he had bought one of the precons. I think it was like a 3-color precon back from,
Yeah.
like, the
Actually, this is
set
fun.
when...
This is fun.
Yeah, it was back from the
I
set
forgot
that...
that they have the share.
It was the Girid precon.
Yeah, and Monty basically like pulled out the stuff he wanted, and Ryan was sitting there like, "What you got there?" He goes, "I don't know. Here, have some cards." Or at least that's kind of how I remember it. It was like a Christmas gift, and it turned into Ryan's favorite and possibly only commander deck in paper. And then he went and just kind of cranked it up to 11 here for Magic Online.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
cards are a lot cheaper online.
So I don't know if you guys have heard, by the way, but Monty got engaged.
I did
Nice.
see it on Facebook. Congrats,
Yeah.
man.
I did.
Yeah,
I
so
did too.
he
That's
actually went to
awesome
visit
news,
a
man.
wedding venue today, which is awesome. He says, "What's up, Mr. Rye Guy?" He's just chilling and having a drink at the moment. Not Ryan, Monty is.
Ryan is too.
Ryan is too. That's what's up.
Tom is too.
Am I gonna use?
I'm
Right.
just over here with my water.
Ryan's past one after the Embiid news.
Monty also
Anyway.
says that he would like to download MTGO possibly tonight
Oh,
or
for
tomorrow
sure.
and just kind of check it out, see what's up with it. It's like, what is it, like $5 to get like the adult version of it where you can like trade cards and crap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that-
it gives you
like
the
$5-10
Yeah.
it gives you the whole set of like the free ones, right? Like the
it
free
gives
cards?
you some free ones, but like if you want to buy cards through like a third party seller, you have to buy the pro, like the actual like adult version, like the full version of MTGO, so that you're allowed to trade with people, including the trade bots. So there's that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the purchasing, what it does is it gives you something like 4 of every common and 2 of every uncommon from the past, like standard rotation or something.
Yeah.
Something weird like that.
Monty says,
Ryan,
"Stay
to,
quenched, Tom."
Yeah. Ryan, to make you feel a little better about Joel Embiid, he was walking around in the locker room.
Yeah, I saw him. He got up, and there was a lot of speculation that he was like voicing, like people reading his lips, saying like, I'm okay," but I'm not gonna feel anything until the MRI results come back.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Oh
Let
man.
me just say, Ryan, I'm not even letting those thoughts enter my head because I'd be down bad too.
Yeah, I'm already past there. They've crept in and
Yeah.
They there and they not even paying rent.
yeah, they are rent free, as they say.
This is why I don't follow sports. No, I don't have to give a shit.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, man, this is
facts.
I could just get stressed out about these electronic pieces of paper. Wake up.
sports are
let's-
supposed to be the stress relief in my life. But being a Philly sports fan, it doesn't work that way ever.
You should try
No, it really doesn't.
caring less.
I'm
This
just a
feels
caring
rude,
guy,
but
man.
Okay.
What was that, Pat?
This feels rude, but okay.
It shouldn't by any means.
Just throwing a 3-3 at him.
Oh
Eat
man, bonk.
I don't even
I
know
couldn't
what
cast
commanders you guys are
anything, so
playing.
I just bonked and moved on.
I'm just gonna
That's
look at-
fair.
That's the first bonk of the game.
Go boop. Go.
I think it's awesome how that dumb regular swamp just covered the pretty one.
Well, so you see, the other one that covered it is a Bob Ross land. So
I don't care. The other one was neat. The whole full art thing and the guy standing in the spot. I don't know. I'm not doing a great job of describing it.
I absolutely love the Bob Ross lands, so I'm not going to complain too much.
They are pretty.
I am mad that in game the Thraxamundar is not correct.
Yeah, it's not full art.
What's he supposed to have? Like a faded out text box?
Yeah, here let me.
It's
get
hard to
his-
read, though. I have the card up above me right now, Pat. I can send him a picture. Or do I? Okay, it's over on the other side of the room. Hang on.
So I'm realizing how lame and slow this start is, but like I can't cast my commander because I played a reliquary tower turn 2, which means I don't have colors yet. Or at least not enough of them.
Yeah, check that.
It's the big suck.
Is Monty still in the chat?
He hasn't said anything in a bit, but it says I still have 4 viewers, so maybe.
All right, Monty, tune in. No. Evan has a counter. All right, well, maybe it'll hit the battlefield.
Is that something we're cool with, guys?
No.
Hold on, let me see what it is.
If you have Path to Exile, I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
It's just
no.
funny.
No,
God damn it.
I can't cast anything else.
Fair enough.
that's a big ol' no.
So like
Fair
I
enough.
guess.
Alright, my blinds need to chill the hell out. The wind is blowing, so they're like flapping around all over the place.
I hear
And
some
it beat me to it by like 2 seconds.
Whenever I have Sarah's Avatar in my opening hand, regardless of how many lands I have, I'm keeping the hand because that's the funniest like play in the world before
That's
like
fair.
turn 7.
Yeah, so in the text chat there is the Thraxamundar.
Let me grab the thing. Okay.
Kind of a terrible photo, but
Here's the thing
my
now.
light source is weird.
I can deal
I can
with
get
it. It's like
In case you want to show it off to stream or something. I can
Yeah.
do this.
that's pretty freaking neat. I understand why they couldn't do it though. They kind of just like it's
Yeah.
text that's an overlay on top of
Yeah.
an image instead of like the full picture, so it kind of makes sense, but still. This objectively cooler than this. Like this is it's fine, but
The coolest one from that secret lair was easily the Anguished Unmaking, though, in my
Dude,
opinion.
So this deck was literally, alright, how many swag secret layer stuff can I fit into this deck?
I'm in.
That's why all the lands are like the Bob Ross and the am I drawing a blank on
Oh,
the name?
Ryan.
Seven McKinnon land.
zoning out a little bit looking at pictures of cards. Monty's still here. He says, "Yeah, I am." So if he said tune in, he said how high.
Ooh, true. True. You gotta be careful, though. I'm pretty sure Monty's pretty high. I hope you
Alright,
appreciated that joke.
He agrees. Oh man.
I just wanted Monty to see me have an 82-82 with 82 life on turn 5.
Based on, did it go to the bottom of your library, the top of
No.
your library, or somewhere
Stop it.
else?
It just gets randomly shuffled.
All right. Well, that's better than nothing, I suppose. I'm sorry. You're doing what now?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm
Yeah.
going off mic for a second. I gotta close my window a little.
Okay, bye. Love you. Yeah, that's probably fair.
I'm just bonking you because you're the next one in line.
No, that's fine. We've had a kind of a general understanding that early bonks are more for getting a trigger and or progressing the game rather than being aggressive about anything, right?
Okay.
It's pretty much okay.
Just enough that the wind's not blowing my blinds all over the place and making a rack.
Is it super windy outside? I guess I can't tell
Yeah.
by looking out the window. Well,
Ooh, okay.
maybe if I lean a whole bunch, you can sort of see stuff happening. Nope. Too dark. It's also nighttime. It's complicated.
It's pitch black outside.
It's pitch
Yeah,
black.
it definitely looks windy.
I can see all that dark moving around out there. Fine. I'm gonna crack Leanne's window.
Sure, we'll cast
that's super windy.
that just because.
Ugh. It was windy.
Well, I actually want my window open because it's a little toasty in here.
It's fair.
Plus, Douglasville, we don't get the same wind speeds you guys do.
I wonder what
It's
Leanne's up to. She was like cleaning because I'm gonna be seeing Andy and Jess tomorrow, and I was like, "Here, let me help." She goes, "You have a stream," and I was like, "That doesn't mean you don't need help cleaning." She goes, "Don't worry about it, I've got it." But there's like still a bunch to do. So like I've been here playing games and like actively feeling kind of bad about it.
Yeah.
But like I went out to help and she was like, "Get out." I was like, I'm helping." She goes, "No, just get out, go sit in the office, go, leave." I think I'm gonna mess it up more than I'm gonna help. I think she
I got
thinks that too.
I got the surprise message on Teams today from Leanne. That was awesome.
Yeah. Is it something good or is she just annoying you?
No, it's just about like wedding.
Well, that's fun.
Oh, speaking of wedding stuff, do I really need to call you to RSVP, or can I just be like, "Hey, Evan, I'm coming on
I
stream
don't
right now"?
This is fine. As long as
ironically, Tom, that's exactly what it was.
as long as you have, as long as I've heard from you, we're good. You know what I mean? Like if it was like I had not heard, I might be like, "Oh, is Tom gonna be?" Like I don't like. I want to hear that you're going, but you don't need to also phone call me after this. We're good.
Yeah.
That's
No, I actually just got approved for that day off today, so it was it's good timing.
very nice.
Wait, is it a Thursday?
It's a Friday.
Friday. All right, I need to actually take that day off.
So here's the deal with that. So I'm taking off like the Thursday, Friday. I might have even did I take the Wednesday? I don't remember. And I have the full week off after that because of why not?
Honeymoon.
Well, kind of. It's like honeymoon, except for I didn't book anything because we don't have money right now. Because it turns out weddings are expensive.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
that checked out.
Yeah.
Put a land card.
Ooh,
No, give me card draw.
wait a second. I
Oh.
could put this out.
It's a group hug. Hey, you can put whatever you want now. Go nuts. Yeah, no, so that's the whole thing. We're trying, so the Thursday before, I think we have access to the venue, so the goal is for us to go down, set up. We're trying to have people that are in the wedding party go down for that, if possible, and then do like a rehearsal dinner beforehand for any portion of the day they think they can be free, and then
This guy.
Friday's the actual event. I got new speakers recently. It turns out they are super loud, so I'm going to be bringing those, because the sound system at the venue is a little bit but mine is more better. That's probably not an issue, by the
I heard
way.
you've been having fun tinkering with your sound system.
Dude, I need to have you over sometime.
Yeah,
like-
absolutely.
It's not like I can't imagine my neighbors don't hate me right now, but I got a new toy and it's loud and I keep turning it up way more than I think is reasonable in an apartment building. But like, I also can't help it. That's what you do
I'm
with
also
speakers.
fully envisioning you doing that at like 12 o'clock.
That is the one thing I try and be considerate about. By the time it hits like 9 or 10, I try to start limiting it to what I would consider to be acceptable listening volume.
Do you guys like know your neighbors? Like talk to them at all?
I know what they look like.
That's relatable.
No, I've seen and kind of like waved hello to a couple of them, but like the guys that are over there now moved in post-COVID, so I wasn't gonna like go
Yeah, just
crowd them. Like, I've waved at them from afar and they've waved back, and that's about it. So on the flip side, they haven't like complained to me. I don't get dirty looks when I see them, which means I'm not that annoying. So like, pros and cons, I guess.
win.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not actively pissing them off, at least not enough that they hate me in public, or they forgot what I look like. Either way, we're good. I also haven't gotten any official complaints from the leasing office. We're probably fine. It's probably not an issue.
Oh, Evan, I meant to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth getting? Because I only have one game on the Switch right now, and I'm thinking Smash is the game that I kind of want to get next. But if you have like a suggestion as like a game to hold off on to wait for, as opposed to just buying Smash.
I don't know 100% what genre of games you prefer, but if I'm being honest, I haven't seen anything coming out on the Switch in the next 3 to 6 months that I would say is like the game to get. However, I would make sure that if you're going to pick up Smash, that you either have people that you'll play with or that you have, I don't know, an online something, because like the single player Smash, it's fine when you're unlocking characters, then it gets kind of dry after that, you know what I mean? So like, I wouldn't spend $60 on it unless you're gonna have someone to hang out with. Like, I'll play with you, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know if you just want to like 1v1 me online, or if you want to try, like, there are, like, I don't know if you pay attention too much to Discord, but we were on Wednesday. It was Nico, who you may have met, and Pat.
Yeah, I met him one time.
Yeah.
I've met Pat multiple times.
Yeah, that is. So it was Nico, Pat, and I for a little bit, and then Nico had to go to bed. So then it was Pat and I, but we streamed that. So like there'll be opportunities for us to like hop on and play games on stream and off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as long as you're cool with that, I'd say pick it up. Take a look at what's coming out. As I said, I don't know exactly what kind of games you tend to prefer. So like, I don't want to be.
The game I was most interested in was the Zelda sequel to the Breath of the Wild, but like it just seems like that's not coming out at least until next year.
At the very, very earliest, maybe holiday season this year, but I would really like to think they would have kind of announced that by now because it's not that far away.
Yeah, I feel like
that was the big
whenever
thing.
that does come out, I'll have.
They did the
ability to get
Nintendo
that.
Direct, and they kind of like had one of the like Eiji Aonuma, I think it was, the leader of the Zelda project, basically came on and was like, we know you wanted to hear about the new sequel. Sorry, maybe later this year. Anyway, and then they kind of changed subjects. So it seems likely that it's going to be a next year thing, but they usually announce things about the next big Zelda game at E3. So we'll probably hear something about that in the coming months, but I don't think they're going to, at E3, announce like a Christmas release or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
We'll put that on top of the library, and I'm going to pay for life to keep that in hand. I'll play this. Am I going to play this? Is it my turn? Almost my turn. There it goes. Oh, can I? Hang on. How much is that going to cost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Pop.
Some amount of mana. Yep.
I can cast this, and it's going to be funny. I thoroughly expect it to be removed from my control, because that seems to be the theme of the day.
Is it Nyx Bloom Ancient?
It is a little bit of a Nyx Bloom Ancient.
Pat.
Cool, and nobody's gonna have answers for it, huh?
Now go ahead and get rid of it. I mean, I don't have anything particularly
Because when
important.
it's mine, everybody has answers.
Pat, I have 3 lands in hand. Okay, I've cast one creature because that's all I have.
So that makes it so that if I have a 1-drop spell, it becomes enormously inefficient now, though. So yeah, pros and cons. So this is gonna have me do. Yeah, right, guy. To provide a little context, last game, Pat got his Nyx Bloom Ancient out, and then Tom copied it. So he had a token, like a token copy of it, then destroyed it, and then I took it from Pat's graveyard and took control of it. So we each had one, and he didn't, and he was the one who owned it. And then the game very quickly ended. I think that was more of like a, okay, I think it's time to pick up the pace kind of moment.
Yep.
I think in retrospect it was kind of funny, but
We'll see
full
what I can do about
disclosure.
it on my turn, Pat.
Full disclosure.
Mhm.
If Nyxbloom hadn't been removed from my field, you guys were both dead.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I don't know what you had in your hand, but the amount of mana that thing can spit out, I have no doubt that it was going to be an
Yeah.
issue.
So like it was very warranted. It still pissed me off because I never get to keep it. But
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like and there are cards that like you get to keep once and then never again. Like I feel like with my Nicol Bolas deck, Omniscience is that card. I played it once, people didn't immediately get rid of it, and it got completely out of hand. And I have a feeling that if it ever comes back ever again, I will not see it happen.
I mean, Omniscience is a really good card.
It
so that
is.
makes some sense.
it's very difficult to get rid of too. Just
It can be. You know, Nyxbloom, because it's a creature and an enchantment, it's kind of like double vulnerable to removal type stuff. But still, it's one of those like it shows up, demonstrates its value, and then very promptly becomes threat number one. So
I kind of want to make a deck that just ramps super hard, but has nothing to do with the mana.
it's funny. Just, hey, I have 300 mana in my mana pool. Pass turn. That's kind of
Yeah.
what your who's the commander? The god Crufix? You have a Crufix Hydra
Oh,
deck.
yeah. Well, he does have things to spend it on, but he's like, look at me floating on this mana.
Just float just this stupid huge amount of mana and then just pass turn a few times while it just builds up and then be like, you know what, I guess now's a good time, and then it'll just cast a Hydra for like 150 mana.
Yeah, dude. All right, the one play I will remember that deck with that deck for all of eternity is using Tamiyo and calling Seedborn Muse off the top. The one where it's like you choose a card name, flip the top 3. If it's in there, you put it like on the battlefield or something. Put the rest into your graveyard.
So
I've done it. I've gotten a card off of that once.
I gotta read some stuff here. So are both of those wolves fighting my creature?
Yeah, your Nyxbloom.
Okay, that checks out.
Does that earn me some brownie points, Pat? You gonna stop being salty potatoes about it?
Ugh.
Oh no, on a separate side of the coin. Sorry, Emmett.
Sneaks that one in.
Oh, what's he doing? Hey,
There you go.
Fair.
Seeing if there's anything that I can do about it. Doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, Voja's still gonna have enough P and T to kill it, so.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We out here.
Yeah.
This may become a problem pretty quickly.
The issue now is I have to choose between casting a card like Kami or something to protect myself. Because the card to protect myself is going to suck up all my mana next turn.
Any consolation, I don't plan on attacking you.
I still need to protect myself. I have one creature out.
Now listen, I have an answer to this. I don't really want to blow it now, but I can.
This deck doesn't run a whole lot of removal. Like a bit.
I mean, so I can handle it for a little bit.
Interesting.
Evan, if
probably
you're
has
ever
damnation.
playing a deck that has blue or white in it, I'm just assuming that there's a coin flip chance that anything I play might not reach the battlefield.
Yeah, this deck is meant to
Okay.
be a group hug deck, so it's got some like game-winning cards in it, but it's less about the immediate just removal of threats and disruption and more about just kind of like being everyone's friend until I can capitalize on the discord in the battlefield and yoink a win. So I have fewer removal and counter spells in this deck than I would in a normal deck in these colors.
Should I? Do we want to leave Tom's board for now or no?
Is the alternative that you're
Do I
going
get
to
to
board
keep
wipe?
my board?
You do not, unfortunately. Well,
He's got
sort of.
damnation.
Nah, piss off. I don't want it.
That's. I don't think any one of us is in the immediate vicinity of being removed. So if you want to
Fair
see
enough.
what happens for a lap of the table and then make a decision later, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna get scary You know, like I got one card in hand. We're not.
Not
I'm
gonna
doing a
get
whole
scary.
lot
It
now.
has a 6/6, a 7/7, and a 7/7.
Yeah, Cather's Crusade is fucking retarded. I get it.
I do want to build a deck around that because, like, I love that card. I got one back in Dragons versus Knights, and I've
I
loved that
had to
card.
do this to my board so I could destroy a Nyx Bloom Ancient. Okay,
Fair enough.
don't penalize me for doing the board a favor. If Evan wants to penalize me, he's allowed to.
See, the thing is, you took it away from the group hug deck that was going to use it to cast helpful spells. You didn't penalize. You penalized the table by getting rid of it this time around.
I don't know about that. I've played against this deck enough times.
I've got 2 draw spells, a creature tutor, and a Kami of the Crescent Moon in hand. I was going to try and get Kami out, draw some cards, and use the extra mana to play some extra things. But it's got, I think, 5 like go for the throat type cards in there, and the game's at a game state right now where I don't think that would change anything anyway yet. Like Insurrection, there's not enough power on board for me to win it.
That's a
Tell
great
you what.
card.
I love that card. It's so fun.
We will partially handle it.
Partially. Oh, sorry, this is what? Why does that
This
one's
is
alternate
sick
artwork?
art is what this is.
Why does that alternate artwork and the commander doesn't?
I
Yeah, that is
don't know,
weird.
to be honest.
What series was that from?
So that's the air quotes
metal
metal.
one.
They're all done up like metal band posters.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this, but I think they were all done by the artist who does the Lacuna. No, they were different artists. Never mind. I was gonna say the covers for Lacuna Coil, but I am wrong. I already checked and I'm wrong.
Yeah, there's 5 cards in it. They're all sick. It was. I can look in my library, or my collection rather. Is what I meant to say. So
Sorry, that's my bad.
it was Anguished Unmaking, Assassin's Trophy, Decimate, Dreadbore, and Thraxamunder.
That's cool.
They're all beautiful.
Let me see what we've got here.
Oh boy.
That was what I drew
Hey,
this
Tom,
turn.
can you fight that too?
Okay. Playing a little extra turn.
It's just like an extra untap step.
Oh, that is a weird card. It only gives you just like an extra main phase.
No, so it's weird. It's supposed to give me...
Beginning of your post-combat main phase. There's an additional beginning phase. What is a beginning phase?
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Untap, upkeep, draw step.
And it didn't give it to me,
Gotcha.
which is cool.
Oh,
Oh, there it goes.
Weird.
Sure.
Oh,
beginning
no,
of your. Oh, at the beginning of your post-combat main phase.
But we
That's
began
weird.
it, and then... whatever. Fine.
All right, Ryan.
now
I have
it
an
just-
update on Joel Embiid.
No,
We
it just
got-
passed...
I've
hang
got,
on.
I've got Woj notifications on.
It just passed to my end step without letting me do anything in my main phase. So it untapped at the end of my post-combat main phase, not the beginning. Which is annoying because I had something I wanted to cast.
How odd.
Tom, what we got?
All right, so the injury is believed to either be a bone bruise in the knee or a torn PCL. We're looking 5 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
It has not been confirmed. We are still awaiting the MRI tomorrow morning. but the team doctors think that's what's going on.
Torn.
That's kind of best case scenario. It's a bone bruise. You know, we're talking 1 to 6 weeks. Worst case scenario is what you expected. Middle of the ground is going to be like a torn PCL, which would be like 4 to 8 weeks. So
Is that from who put that out?
that's one of the team doctors.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what becomes of it.
Bone bruise and PCL are both injuries that have him playing by the playoffs.
Yes, and they're also incredibly common injuries with a hyperextended knee like this. We saw Rudy Gobert tear his PCL in a similar injury a couple years ago, and he was back in 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's 100% best case scenario.
No, actually, torn PCL is like middle of the road because even when he's back,
Yeah, I guess,
it's not gonna be
but
100%.
Bone bruise is, you're right, that's obviously way better. Because that's could be 2 weeks.
Sorry to interrupt everybody. I just wanted to give Ryan that news so he's not biting his fingernails while he's making a game.
Nah, you're good. I'm realizing that this is about to get extraordinarily out of hand, so get ready.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get 8 Hornet Queens and double triggers for all of those. Or no, he's gonna get 8 Hornets. Why are they 5/5s? Am I missing something? Yeah, why are these 5/5s? Oh, because of Coat of Arms?
Yeah, Coat of Arms affects all battlefields, not just yours. You're powering him up.
Now listen. I'm told this is a threat.
Yeah, if you were board
So we're
wipe
gonna-
tonight.
We're gonna tone it down a little.
Are you popping Coat of Arms just to slow
Oh,
things
you
down?
son of a...
We're gonna slow it down a little.
Hmm.
An interesting choice, Pat.
That does stop it from creating all the life
Well-
gain off of the second Hornet Queen trigger. So the other bugs will show up, but he's not going to gain a buttload of life off of that.
The life gain triggers are still on the stack, so I do get some of it.
You get the first 4, but you don't get the second 4.
Yeah.
Just
Listen, it,
probably for
that
the best.
needed to chill out a little.
Well, now he is a lot of things going on.
That seems rude, but okay.
You should have gotten the Coat of Arms.
I think that was unnecessary.
Just a little retaliation.
Says the man with Alhamid's Archive and Panharmonicon and a Hornet Queen.
Well, hey, man. I wanted the life gain. That was the whole...
Who's running Tainted Remedy?
Yeah, right.
It's all good. I'll handle this.
Seems good.
Casual. Don't even worry about it.
No, wait a second. Hold on.
Are we in danger?
I need one of those for reasons.
Right?
What's that called? Hold on.
Wolf Caller's House. It's a cool card.
Wolf
Hmm.
colors. What the hell?
Actually pretty cool.
New tab.
If it means anything, I will not be swinging on my next turn.
You're more the type to stay passive until you can drop an Aetherflux Reservoir and just laser everyone to death.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not-
just a wall as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's defense. I much prefer winning weirdly with my life.
Yeah, it works. We've seen you pull it off before.
That actually works well?
What is this? Just 11 come at me?
Yeah, yeah.
You've got a card in hand. Why would you sacrifice that?
Because I get 2 wolves out of it.
Because you put Mantle Wolf.
Do you want me to block this just so you get the tokens?
It makes no difference to me. I'm either dealing 11 damage, which is, almost a tenth of your life.
I'm just trying to gain favor.
I can either deal 11 damage, which is a tenth of your life, or get 2 wolves, which is 2 Cathars triggers. So, like, it's totally up to you, boss.
I'm gonna give you the wolves. Hopefully.
The wolves.
That's what you want. Wolves, yeah. Right?
That is what we want.
You know what?
No, I don't know what.
You're gonna be able to do it. I'm not.
Oh, you're gonna stifle that?
No, I don't
Oh, okay.
care. I'm realizing this is in my hand and it keeps asking me if I want to do stuff. So I'm gonna
Might as well.
search and see what I can find, and then we'll just do that. This works. Now what do you think I'm gonna do? Stop asking me. Oh man.
Who the hell played in... Oh, Pat played in Urborg.
Yeah,
I was like, why are all of my lands swamps?
The Scarab God is such a neat commander too.
I love him. I really like my Scarab God deck too.
Yeah.
Ryan, you've got me like stressing out now. Like I just keep watching videos of him go down, and I'm like, we're not gonna see him until next year.
Dude, if it was a torn ACL, there's a chance that
He
he's
doesn't
out.
play next
Yeah,
season.
remember,
Yeah,
kids.
like he's out.
Remember, kids. Retaliation is childish.
That's an interesting card. That's pretty cool.
I realize it says each player sacrifices 6 creatures, but this is fun.
Yeah.
What did you think it said?
Each opponent, but that's fun.
Ah, you'll be alright.
Each opponent.
How in the heck did you give it Undying? Wait, hold up.
Mikaeus.
Yeah, you did. Look at that.
Case is an amazing card. I have that in Conrad. Love it.
Now, does that still toss it to my hand?
No, because it's not in the graveyard.
Okay.
That
Cool.
that delay trigger might be on the stack, but what's going to happen is like in your delay zone, so it'll trigger at the end step. When it tries to resolve, it'll check the graveyard. The permanent will no longer be there, and the ability will be countered.
Gotcha.
That's the way it should work. If it plays out.
Cool. I was waiting for some jank. It's like, oh, okay, we'll just toss it to your hand still. And that's all I got.
I feel like Evan is the one most disenfranchised by this whole exchange.
Nah, you're good. am at a point where not only can I not win the game, but I can't help you guys out either because all of my resources for doing anything about it have been taken.
Yeah.
So I am instead going to draw a bunch of cards and contribute no further things to the game. Let's see here.
Listen, the partial wipe had to happen.
Yeah. Ryan.
With
Ryan
coat of
was doing
arms
some
out,
things there.
we were not. I have nothing to block flying, so I was not gonna leave those insects out.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
I
it was-
said I wasn't attacking.
I'm not even gonna give you the choice,
Stupid. I'm not.
because you
gonna
could literally
let
just
get
change your
that.
mind to be like, you're dead now.
I wouldn't do that, man. But fair enough.
Soul Ring, let me counter it. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna tap out so it stops asking me. Look at this man with no max hand size.
I love those.
I've got double
Cheeky
no
plays.
max hand size. Seagate Restoration gave me no max hand size for the rest of the game too.
Oh, well,
Just kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
No max hand size twice.
man, some of these recent sets have given us some broken stuff.
It's been weird seeing the kind of neat stuff that comes out of it, you know?
I love it. That's why I love Commander. Just each new set just adds more to the chaos.
See, there's that.
And then somebody discovers that some crusty old thing breaks something
Yep.
that was brought in.
That's my favorite thing is like a card from 2015 combined with a card from 1998. Like,
Whoops, we broke it.
yep.
Well, that's all I got.
Like horsemanship was definitely not intended
Yeah,
for
that
continued
that-
use.
Nah.
That's some malarkey.
And of course, Jim has found like every legendary horsemanship anything and turned it into a deck at this point, because why not?
There's
Yep.
so many more that he hasn't done. Jim has literally found a horsemanship commander for each of the 5 colors, and has like a brew made. Like the amount of talking him out of it I've had to do.
Man, I need to see if Shadow is usable.
It's
Because I
tricky.
don't think there's a whole lot with Shadow, but
The danger with Shadow is it makes it so that your creatures can't be blocked or block
They also
creatures
can't
without
block,
Shadow.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
it's trickier than horsemanship because you kind of leave yourself defenseless as well.
You did what now?
cool.
Alright.
So I have no enchantment removal in hand right now.
We just have to get his life down 100 points.
I can do some of that? Question mark? You know, yeah, I can do some of that.
I can do some of that.
I was gonna do one play, but I can do a different play.
I
And
have
it's
a
gonna be
plane-
something.
I have a planeswalker in hand whose -3 is return up to one target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand. So I could just put it back in his hand and delay it a turn.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
Checks out.
I'm gonna be group annoy since I can't hug anymore.
That card to me is just like a either obviously best case scenario gets to my upkeep, but worst case scenario it draws attention from everything else besides either my life total, which I can get back, or just getting rid of that card. So it kind of lets everything else be on my side.
That's fair.
Alright,
Devin, do you
so
recognize this?
I like that card.
Search your library for a creature card, roll that card, put it into your hand. What are we getting? Because you still got a lot of mana.
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know if I have a good answer for that.
I mean, Evan has one, so
As what?
enchantment removal or return to hand.
Yeah. Couple that with a couple counter spells I have in my hand now, and I don't think we're gonna have any more problems. finding something interesting, Tom?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through what I have. I'm like,
If you don't play the deck all the time, sometimes you gotta kind of like relearn what's in it in order to find something.
we'll take that. Everybody can go see it because it's in the revealed zone.
That's true. That seems
Guys,
reasonable.
I can kill Ryan by myself, guys.
Wait, right now? What?
No, next turn.
Oh.
If he bounces the enchantment, and then it gets back to my turn, Ryan's dead. If I play this card.
Interesting.
What say
card?
you, Ryan? Click on the revealed zone. It's a card called Rot Wolf.
Oh, that's Exile
Never-
Zone. My bad.
It has infect.
By Raoul if this turn dies.
Oh.
It has
I'll just kill
infect.
him with infect.
So all he has to do is deal 10 or more damage to you with that wolf, and you die because poison is like commander damage in the sense that it supersedes your life total.
So you
Whoops.
have to. Oh, I see. Okay.
All he has to do is bonk you for 10 with that wolf, and you're out.
Yeah, but I mean that has to get through, right?
Yeah, but you're dealing with a green-white deck that favors combat. I'm pretty sure he can weasel his way through your front line. He might even be able to just make it big enough that it can trample.
Promise I have a plan.
No, that checks out.
Tricky stuff. I like how this thing keeps asking me if I want to cast things,
Oh,
even
wait
though
a
I don't
minute.
have the mana to do so. Waiting.
Oh, no. I was gonna say I should have been able to do something, but I'm an idiot, so don't worry about it. Also, we're all about to lose 6 life.
Yeah.
I didn't cast my infect boy, Ryan. Not this turn, at least. Now you know what's in my hand.
You have one other card in your hand. There's no way you can give it trample, haste, flying.
He had intended to cast it this turn, so what we're saying is it's
Plus-
delayed by at least a turn.
plus 10.
It's a
Well, actually, it'll be plus 10 anyway because of the wolves.
Oh yeah.
Because it is a wolf, and they are all wolves.
yeah.
So, I like the energy, but actually that's incorrect.
I probably should have took something else, but this is
But I do absolutely have a way to make it huge and give it trample. I just don't happen to have that on the battlefield.
Oh, that's annoying. You're really gonna separate them all?
Don't you love it?
Yeah, it's annoying. It gives them all menace.
And hexproof.
That's pretty cool.
Oh no, okay, combine them. Or
Nice.
you two.
That's a problem though.
yes.
We're gonna deal with that.
Alright, it's not that big of a problem.
It depends on if you pointed at me or not.
It is not going for you right now.
Pointed at him.
Although, you know what I could do though?
I know what you should do, but I'll let you continue.
Damnation. Go.
No, I'd rather not.
Huh. That's interesting.
See, the problem is, Pat's given himself so many zombies that
Oh fuck! I should. Okay, I misread the card. No, I should have put Macias down. Oh well.
he's given himself so many zombies that if I stop Ryan from winning with his effect, I lose on Pat's upkeep. So I have to choose between trying to gain enough life to survive Pat's turn or saving
Letting
us
Ryan-
all. Yep, so I have actually very little incentive to go after Ryan right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely up to you. Ryan wins at the end of your turn anyway, though. So.
Well, that's the
Unless
whole thing.
Pat
I
put him
mean,
under.
if I'm dying in like a turn anyway, I might as well just lean into it.
Wrap it up sooner and get another game in.
If I can, yeah. It's like 11:30 now. That's late enough that starting another game is historically not a smart choice, but at the same time, like,
Man, I'm gonna get robbed again.
it's okay.
No, I robbed you last time.
No, we're good. We're good. I mean, it came down to the wire anyway. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get away with what I wanted to, but I had that tutor in my hand, which is what kind of let me yoink the card to try and finish things. Ooh, do I just kill myself with Sylvan Library?
Wait,
It'd be
what?
very Marios of you.
Ooh, that's funny.
Oh no, but then you're gonna. Oh come on! Don't let the test of endurance win, please. I beg you.
I'm thinking. Like looking over my hand to see what all I have here. So I guess we'll do this.
To be honest, though, if you get rid of Scarab God and Test of Endurance, I wouldn't even be mad.
Hey, there you go.
I'm just
Now
gonna-
swing ball at Ryan.
I'm gonna borrow that. Now let me
He's gonna borrow these for a minute.
let me count really quick. I want to see how.
It's like, can you win?
He can
so-
kill you, that's for sure.
Let me see. So I got 9, 18, 27,
Do
36,
it.
45, 54, 72, 81, 95.
Every time I play you with this deck,
103,
you always
109. So I've got
card.
I have 111 damage that I can
Alright, so
throw.
you cannot kill. You can kill Tom and I, or Ryan. You can't kill.
No, I think he can kill you and Ryan.
With
No,
100.
he's just shy. Yeah, he's just shy.
Let me think. So
He can bring me below Test of Endurance.
And because
kill
of
Pat.
how it gets split up, because they're such big creatures, it may. Although no, I mean he could definitely do some damage to me.
I could
He
send
could definitely do
four.
that, Ryan.
I could send 4 9/9s and a 1/1 at Pat and kill him, which would leave me exactly how much power?
You could still bring me below 50.
9, 18, 27, 30, 45, 58, 64, 65, 66, 72. So I could precisely kill Pat down to like the exact life and then leave Ryan at like 10 and leave Tom untouched.
Oh come on!
I mean, I'm just throwing numbers around. So here's like, if I don't blunt Ryan's life total, he wins anyway. But if I just wipe Ryan out, I die anyway.
Yeah, Pat, he's got to kill you, or
If I don't kill
Scarab
Pat,
God kills him.
I die to Scarab God anyway, which makes this entire thing just an exercise in me being an idiot.
Yeah, I think you gotta kill Pat and then bring me below 50. Although, well, you don't have. I mean, it probably makes most sense, but you could still throw damage at Tom. But
What if I do this? This will be funny. Oh, I only have a few moments left before. Oh, I've got 2 minutes left before the inactivity timer hits me. So I'm going to attack now. I'm going to go. Send those 4 at Ryan.
you gotta throw one more damage at me.
I am
Yeah.
still. I'm attacking with everything.
Okay.
So we'll get there. I think that's where we're starting. Did I not attack with 2 things? Or are they... Yeah, I might have forgotten to attack with 2 things, I suppose. What do we got? That should not kill anyone. It should just bonk everybody.
Are we ever?
Which then puts me in main 2. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to work with.
Mm-hmm.
White, blue, 1.
Night, Josh. Played Teferi.
And then we'll see if I survive. I'm at 4 life. I'm thinking the answer to that question is no. But I put the Scarab God in Pat's hand so the trigger doesn't happen on his upkeep. And I got
fair.
Ryan below 50, which means he can't just win by his passive ability until he gains more life this turn. So I bought the entire table, including me, 1 turn, which was my goal. I didn't want to go kill anyone. It's supposed to be group hug, technically.
Oh boy!
I'm supposed to not be mean. So instead I gave everybody a haircut, leveled out the game a little bit.
So I'm just kind of sitting duck here.
I left you a blocker.
Yeah, but everybody else untaps before me.
That's true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On the flip side, how much of a threat you are is going to depend
7.
very much on how much life Ryan gains right now. Since he's got a bunch of cards in hand and a bunch of untapped mana, and the card that lets him win on upkeep is still here. So if he bops up over 50, you kind of become threat number 2.
Yeah, I kind of have to respond at that point, Pat.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
It seems reasonable.
You sure I'm not
18
threat number
life?
2 right now?
Now you are. Congratulations. You weren't for a second, because the number of creatures you have is intimidating, but the second Ryan's life total pops up over 50, he becomes threat number 1 by a pretty substantial margin. Because it's kind of like kill him or die in 1 turn. Or put him back at 30 again. Let's see if I can do that again.
Well, you still have the what is it?
Teferi.
I played him
Yeah,
and
you-
I used
you
his
can-
thing. So no, he's now at 1 loyalty.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to come up with a different way to approach it. And that part of that's going to rely on me actually surviving this round of turns, which I might just die from incidental damage at this point. I have 4 life. Even if I don't get swung at, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life effect could just kill me.
Now, that's not very cash money.
Do I have access to blue right now? I do not.
Did you? Who cast this?
Ryan.
I'll say, who do you think it's a sorcery?
Why?
Because it
Because
keeps
he wants
me
to win.
keeps my life total the same, and hopefully removes all threats.
Oh, but we'll bonk everybody. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a good play.
I mean, it removes the creature threats, meaning now we literally only have 1 permanent on board to care about.
Yeah, I mean, enchantment removal.
Yeah, but now we have to get enchantment removal, or he just wins.
I'm like 99% sure Evan has Cyclonic Rift in that deck.
In the deck, yes. In my hand right now, no. I might have drawn it by now if I had more opportunities to draw, but for what I would assume are very reasonable reasons, I had my cards taken away from me. Monty, if you're talking to me, I do not have Underworld Breach, mostly because I don't know what that card does. I was following like the paper cards pretty aggressively up until around the War of the Spark block, and then I just kind of stopped, and then the pandemic kicked up, and then I just haven't seen a whole lot of stuff. I think that was probably from Theros based on the name, because it sounds like what happened in the story as I understand it. So they breached the underworld. And I'm guessing it has to do with yoinking crap back from the graveyard. So if you're talking to someone else, I don't know, does anyone else in this game run Underworld Breach in their decks, or is that not something you can do with your colors?
I don't run it, but I know what it does. It allows you to
It sounds so familiar.
escape cards from your graveyard by exiling a number of cards equal to its CMC.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that doesn't kill Ryan, but
I mean, it's not hasty. So
No, I have no way to give it haste, yeah, so.
cool. Same.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I know the card I'm going to draw because I just scryed it last turn.
Did you scry it to the bottom of your library?
Nope.
All right. So we're saying that I need to draw as many cards as possible.
Need to find an answer. Yes.
One might lead to the other.
The mana.
What would you guys do if I Cyclonic Rift for 1 and just put that stupid spell back in his hand?
That's what I figured you'd do.
Just the same.
I'm
Create
fine with that.
13 zombies. Good.
Take it back.
But I'll just keep putting it in your hand and then you'll keep playing it again. Like, whatever.
Do that
So-
all game.
See how long I can play that game before it turns
You'll
into an
never
issue.
play it.
I'm sorry. Those are how big?
You know, just casually 14-14.
Well, I mean,
Why are they
we
talking?
need to get
pretty cool.
we need to try and get him below 50 health. I just can't do it this turn.
If I
Yeah,
can
neither
find a
can
way
I.
to recur Insurrection, I'll do that instead.
It'd be far funnier, that's for sure. Just hey guys, thanks for spending all that mana to create those big creatures. I'm gonna use them to kill Ryan now. You're welcome.
I have cards in here that will let me do it. The question is, will I find them?
Well,
So
you can't take the extra cards because it'll kill you.
I can't, but the card that I drew I don't need, so I can look at the top 3 basically and select the one that I like the most. No, we'll just put both of these on top of library. I guess I'll start by +1ing Teferi just because being able to cast sorceries as though I had flash might somehow be helpful.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Mm.
So I need blue, blue, white, and then as much mana as I think I can comfortably spend. I'm thinking about that as all I can really dump into this without feeling like I'm taking away too many options. Good.
Now, in theory, it might have been better to use that before
Sylvan Library.
Sylvan Library, but
It was a... Oh, it was an instant.
unless you drew that.
No, I had it. I was just kind of thinking about how I wanted to proceed. So let me look at this card in my hand here for a second.
Now here's a guy. If this doesn't shake out and we can't beat Ryan, that's okay because he's down bad right now.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Tom gets it.
So that didn't give me anything too helpful. Do I have any other ways to draw cards right now? No? Like, I have a card that would help me solve the issue, but I spent, like, too much... Like, I wouldn't have drawn it if I didn't spend more mana, but I spent enough mana that it doesn't help me now. You know
I
what
see.
I mean? Like, it's like I wouldn't have drawn it if I didn't, but because I did, I also can't cast it. That kind of situation.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna draw as much as I can. Recognizing full well that I'm not gonna be able to do anything else, but I can see what else is in my library.
Yeah.
Man, I had cool stuff I wanted to play. all
Not
good.
quite.
Good stuff. I'd like to see a life gain. Well, I guess a life gain deck that works.
Yeah.
Anybody got a stifle? Because that would be funny.
I already spent my disallow. I could have just blocked the trigger.
Well, that sucks, because I wanted to try my Gravespawn Sovereign. That would have been interesting.
Here, check out my hand. If I had enough mana, I would have thrown down Expropriate and tried to yoink a bunch of extra turns, during which time I would have looked for more resources.
Gotcha.
But yeah, because like I know this deck has ways for me to cast instants and sorceries that like I can pull things back from my graveyard to my hand, so if I could have recovered Insurrection and played it again, I would have tried that or something else. So the question is, it's 11:40. I do have stuff I'm supposed to do tomorrow, and by extension, I should try and be up in a kind of reasonable hour. And every time we make the promise of having a quick game, it turns into a 2-hour affair. So the question
I'm gonna
is...
be honest. I got first vaccine shot earlier, and I am aching all over, so I should not stay up late. So I'm probably gonna hop off.
Are you guys cool if we call it here with a pledge to play again soon? And by soon, I mean probably next Friday, because that just seems to be how these things work.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm down to do whatever, so
Cool.
that's where we're leaning. I'm cool.
I mean, we can play on days we're not streaming too. It's not like we're required to. Good night, Monty. It's been a pleasure having you on. See you, bud. But yeah, so I mean, we can play on like weekend days or weekdays after work for me, or when I'm like, I can make time. You know what I mean? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm supposed to be streaming. But the other thing is, I can stream Magic on a different day too. It's not like it can only be Friday. So if it's a streaming night, I can stream it. If it's a not streaming night, I can always pop on and play. It's really, there's no wrong answer there. So, but for now, thank you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Ryan, as always, that deck is intimidating, because it seems like every time I play against it, it's got a new way to make it hurt.
That's the first time I've ever won with Test of Endurance, so that was cool.
I mean, it works though, you know?
You get high enough, yeah. It's just it's tough to get you back down.
Man, I wish I could pull it off with Oloro, but
Allura, and the thing is, it's like the same concept, but I think it's the green that gives Tristani so much more firepower. You know, Alora's in Esper, I think.
and
so-
I mean, Tristani gains life way, way faster.
yeah, for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
but Allura does it more consistently.
That's true. The eminence effect on Allura is really nice, but the fact that Tristani is like every time you play a creature, you gain that much life. Just like, you know, any of the Panharmonicon type effects where you're doubling down on that, it gets out of hand very, like, he gained like 100
And, I
life
mean-
in a turn.
Green statistically has the highest power toughness combos
Yep.
Yeah.
in Magic, so
For sure, yeah. I think they say white goes wide, green goes tall.
yeah. I think I posted in one of our group chats way, way long ago of like a visualization of power toughness combos in all the colors,
Mhm.
which was really cool to see actually.
For sure. Yeah, man. So, but on that note, I'm going to go shut it down and see if I can help Liam with a little bit of cleaning in preparation for having Andy and Jess over tomorrow, because I feel bad that she's been out there this whole time. Thank you, Ryan, for being willing to kind of jump in last minute. I kind of have this habit of sending you a text 5 minutes before I want you to join us. You've been very flexible every time I've done that, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
So, all right, guys. Well, I'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.
See you
Later.
guys.
Take care.